Right now, this cabin only has one tiny window, but by the end of this video, we're gonna cut into the back wall and install a 7-foot panoramic window looking straight out at the mountains. If this works, it's gonna completely change the feel of the cabin. If you watched the first cabin build video, you might remember this moment.
The big window is gonna be huge. I mean, the view here, if you could see it, I'm sure you have, it's really nice.
Right now, this cabin is sitting on one of the best spots on the property, but the inside doesn't really take advantage of the view. This is where the window is gonna go. Our goal is to turn 90% of this wall into a panoramic window. But first, we have to find a window. So naturally, I went online, found a 7-foot panoramic window on Craigslist, and somehow got a really good deal on it. The only problem is that this thing is definitely gonna need some work.
They're just dirty, right?
You guys gotta film it, see?
Yeah.
Good enough. We loaded the window on my truck and transported it to the mini cabin location.
The window's way dirtier than we expected. We're gonna need to deep clean it.
But after arriving and inspecting it more, we realized that it's gonna need a lot more than just a deep clean. The window sidings were falling off and the wood looked like it hadn't been taken care of in years. So getting the window ready was definitely the first step. Now, as much as I just want to cut a hole in the wall, insert the window, and call it a day, it's a lot more complicated than that. I'll need to first build a frame out of 2x4s, which will accomplish two things. It'll give us a guideline for where the cut for our hole needs to go, and it'll add additional support to the structure since we're going to be removing a lot of the wood. At first, I thought we could build the entire frame outside the cabin and then bring it in as one piece. But after looking at the size of the window and the size of the door, there was no way that was going to fit. So instead, we're building the frame directly inside the cabin. We started by placing this 2x4 along the bottom, directly against the floor sleepers. This would become the base of the interior frame. Then, we measured and cut each vertical support one by one, making sure they were all the same height so the frame would sit as evenly as possible. Alright, before making a cut in this wall, I added a 4x4 as support above the header. I also took advantage of the situation and added some insulation on the outside edges. This will get covered later using the same wood that we're taking out from the wall. Alright, the frame is looking solid, but I'm a little bit hesitant to make the cut myself. So I'm going to hire a couple professionals to make the cut.
A ver, ¿cuál es el plan hoy? ¿Cómo le vamos a hacer para cortar esto?
Oh, vamos a cortar todo el tandem groove, el material, por afuera, todo lo exterior para poder instalar su ventana.
Juan drilled a couple screws from the inside and used a string to mark out the lines where the cuts will go. And just like that, he's ready. This cabin costed us $6,000. We assembled it piece by piece on this rocky hill, and now we're about to put a saw through the back wall and hope the whole thing doesn't collapse. Here goes nothing.
Ahí va. Wow, that's crazy.
I couldn't believe it. The wall came down clean, and suddenly I'm standing inside of my cabin with the entire wall just gone. This view felt incredible, but now we've got to insert the window into this hole. We found this 7-foot window on OfferUp, but it's pretty heavy, and we have exactly one shot to get this right. Here is how it's gonna work. Two of us will lift it, and the other person will screw it into the frame. If we drop this, the window shatters. We have to be real steady with this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And it fit like a glove. Guys, this turned out way better than I expected. The only thing left to do is we're gonna use the leftover wood from cutting out this wall, and we're gonna finish the sides right here. We're also gonna be installing a metal roof on this cabin, furnishing the place, and we're gonna bring water here from our well. This build is part of a bigger project, developing tiny houses on this rocky hill. If you're interested in watching us develop this land into an off-grid retreat, hit subscribe. See you on the next one.